Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jane Lawrence, aka Juicy Jane, the girl that comes with a lot of juice. In today's video, I would be showing you 6 ways to become poor and staying poor. Of course, nobody wants to be poor. No one plans to be poor. But then again, there are a great number of people out there who are poor and are doing absolutely nothing to get out of it, okay? Even doing worse things, forming bad habits to becoming poor. So if you want to find out, you better keep on watching. Number 1, run away from any form of education or enlightenment. Even the Bible says, my people perish for lack of knowledge. Knowledge gives you power, and power generates wealth. And that's not what we're looking for. That's not the plan. The goal here is to be poor, is to become poor. Do not acquire any form of knowledge. Do not acquire any basic form of education. Drop out of school, be ignorant, because no reputable company with any sense of worth would want to employ someone like you without skills or any form of education. And without having any form of basic education, you're not going to be capable of acquiring skills needed to be employed. That's number one way to becoming poor and staying poor for the rest of your life. Number 2, do not save. Never try to save. What are you saving for? The plan here is to remain poor. So in trying to be poor, saving a dime will just defeat the purpose, because saving builds wealth. And for a long-term poverty, that's not the plan. So blow up any cash that you have, blow up any salary that you're being given, do not even save, blow it up in clubs, blow it up chasing girls, and if you're a woman, blow it up buying expensive things that you do not need, all right? Basically just live beyond your means. That's another sure way of you staying broke and in poverty for a very long time. So go out there and party, squander everything. All right. Number 3, stay stuck in a dead end on a low-paying job. I mean, like, low-paying jobs are just for people who are passionate about what they're doing. You know, they don't see a future beyond that job. But if by any chance you really hate what you're doing, you wake up every morning and you feel so tired and it can barely give you anything to make ends meet, to keep body and soul together. But then again, you're very reluctant to take a new job or to acquire new skills or basically just get out of that rut. Then believe me when I tell you that you are on the right track to becoming poor. So just keep at it. Just keep staying on that track, on that lane that leads to nowhere. And you will surely get to your destination of penury. Number 4, be born in a failed country. Being born in a country as blessed with so much natural resources like Nigeria, and yet you have millions of people who are jobless, millions of people who are living in abject poverty. That's the surest way to becoming poor if you're not going to put in so much work and effort to push yourself out of that curse that you've been born into. I mean, like, when I call it a curse, we're how old? Over 60, and then we're not developed. As a developing country, we have so much natural resources compared to other developed countries that are doing so much well, so much better, but we're still struggling as a nation. So I call it a curse. So if you're born in a country as Nigeria, then it's a sure way. It's another sure, easy way for you to remain poor. But then again, there are lots of people out there who have made sure that they worked really hard, and through sheer hard work, they have escaped that curse of poverty. It's a struggle. This particular one, I could tell you that I've been struggling with for a very long time. A country that is not enabling you, a country that has so much talented people, so much talented people. There are lots of talented people who have gone outside of the country and they've built so much assets for developed countries. They're thriving in a better country. If they were left here in some of the African countries, they will be struggling. They will be poor. A lot of them would have committed suicide or would have been out there begging on the streets. I don't know why I'm passionate about this particular one, because I think I have experienced it working in the media for 13 years and having nothing to show for it. If I were to be born outside of the country, say the US, I know where I would have been by now. I would have not been struggling. I would have had a house of my own. I would have had, you know, a car of my own. I would be living the fab life. I think so. Putting those years together, I would have been living the fab life, and that's on period. That's on period. African countries do not give enabling environment for talent to thrive. So if you're looking for ways to be poor, to remain poor, be born in a failed country, and I have no apology to tender to anyone who is going to be offended by it, because it's the truth. An average African person has to work 10 times as hard compared to other people in developed countries. You have millions of graduates out there on the streets, no job, and year after year, the country churns out graduates with no hopes of getting a job. To get a job, you need to know someone. You need to be connected to someone to get a job. It's that frustrating. So if you're looking for an easy way to be poor, to remain poor for the rest of your life, then be born here, be born in a country like this. Except you're going to make a move. Number 5 way to becoming poor and staying poor for the rest of your life is borrow. Always go on loans. Borrow for everything. This is one of the ways to make you poor and stay poor for the rest of your life. Borrow. Go on loan acquisition. Go on high loan acquisitions. And the banks are not even helping matters. They give you enticing ways to borrow. Make some salary loans. Borrow and then pay back with a percentage as low as 1.75. I'm talking about GTB. And then you borrow through salary advance payment. At the end of the day, at the end of the month, when your salary comes, the bank takes out a chunk of money from your salary, leaving you with nothing. So before you end up paying that money, you have nothing else to, save up. So you find yourself borrowing again after borrowing. That's not the sure way. But if you're borrowing for a degree or you're borrowing to buy a house, those are assets and those are investments that you can make, because there's going to be a return in the future. But if you're looking to stay poor, borrow to buy a car, borrow to buy liabilities, borrow to buy things to impress maybe people on social media platforms you don't know, who don't even care about your life at the end of the day. Number 6, never you invest. Don't try to do that. That's only a thing that rich people do, investing. Because investing your money is putting your money to work and creating wealth. That's not what we're doing. That's not the plan. The plan is to stay poor and remain poor for the rest of our lives, right? So what you need to do is just spend and never keep track of where your money is going to. Spend more than you earn. Spend on things that you do not need. Spend beyond your means. That's the only way to remain poor. Just do not be frugal about your money. That's just it. Just spend. Never allow an influx or inflow of money. Always let it go. Just spend out. Just always have an outflow of money. Because the bigger the outflow of your money and the greater the outflow of your money, the faster you become poor. All right? That's it. These and more are surest ways for you to become poor. Now, if you think I have missed out on some points, what you need to do is put your comments in the comment section and let's have a chit chat. Until next time, don't you forget to subscribe, hit the like button. You can share with your friends and families who are deciding to be poor and don't know how to go about it. These are the surest way. I tell you the truth, all right? Till next time, keep on being you and be fabulous.